Ondo South leaders declare support for Akinredolu. Prominent politicians from Ondo South Senatorial District have declared their support for the second term ambition of Governor Rotimi Akinredolu. Rising from a meeting in Odigbo, local government of the state, they resolved to work assiduously to ensure Mr. Akinredolu is re-elected for a second term in office. The meeting, which was attended by political appointees and leaders from the 6 local councils in the senatorial district, also resolved to mobilize support for the governor at the grassroots. They described Mr. Akinredolu as a performer who has brought rapid development to the senatorial district and especially commended him for constructing a flyover and industrial hub in the area. The State Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Wale Akinredolu, and others who spoke on behalf of other leaders said they are prepared for any mode of primary election adopted. While this is serious, this is one thing about the game of politics. It's not a game that can be predicted. Yes, earlier it had been noted that APC reality group seeks disqualification of Governor Akinredolu. Group under the auspices of Ondo All Progressive Congress, APC Reality Group has petitioned the Governorship Screening and Appeal Committee to disqualify Governor Rotimi Akinredolu from contesting in the forthcoming gubernatorial election on its platform. The group, in a statement in Abuja by its national coordinator, Mr. Adekola, and secretary, Mr. Bayodeji, warned the party against fielding Akinredolu. According to the group, the governor has polarized the party in the state and has lost the confidence of many party leaders, elders, and supporters. It also accused the governor of anti-party activities in the 2019 general election, which made the party to lose at the presidential and national assembly elections to the opposition. The statement reads in part, and quote, "We as members of the reality group in Ondo APC find it imperative to intimate the governorship screening committee of our party with salient realities regarding the political status of Mr. Akinredolu, noting that such realities indicate how improper it is for the APC to allow him to continue in the race on its platform, and Akinredolu has not been loyal to the APC since he assumed office in 2016. Well, today the APC is sharply polarized, arising from how incapable he is to work with people and accommodate various shades of opinion. Well, previous attempts made by well-meaning leaders of the APC to effect reconciliation were frustrated by the governor. He is currently presiding over a crumbling cabinet within the APC in Ondo State. Akinredolu is clearly the least accepted of all aspirants. It is well known to everybody that almost all leaders and interest groups are vehemently determined to obstruct his second term ambition. The group claimed, warning the party of the danger of allowing him to participate in the primary election. So that is the rift between Akinredolu and the APC reality group. That's what they call them. Now that the Ondo South leaders declare support for Akinredolu, well, there's been a lot of reaction also on social media, whereby someone said, is it because of only flyover they don't even think of the abandonment of Ipare Araromi seaside roadside and fake flag off of Lekki Araromi Road, where there is no single shovel on the site, in presence of the harbors. But you can deceive us today, but it can't go forever. Okay, and I urge the good people of Ondo State to re-elect the incumbent governor. That is what another person just said so far, and someone said this is just all lies. All these people are just deceitful. They are deceiving themselves. Well, that is another one. Wow, game of politics. Meanwhile, if you remember vividly, you remember that the primate Ayodele gives warning to Rotimi Akinredolu ahead of the primaries. Well, in case you don't know who he is the leader of INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, primate Elijah Ayodele. He earlier issued a strong warning to the governor of Ondo State, Rotimi Akinredolu, ahead of the APC Ondo State primary election set to hold on July 20th. Okay, in a series of prophecy, if you remember very well, Primate Ayodele made it known that if Rotimi Akinredolu wants to come out victorious in the election, there are some certain things he needs to do, or else there will be jeopardy for his second term ambition. Oh, that is to tell you that the game of politics is not a game you will just relax and smile, cheapishly wake up and conduct. You have to do some things. Some things needs to be done. Well, what are those things that needs to be done? Well, we don't know. But in Ondo, Akinredolu needs a total follow-up because everybody wants his seat. His power of incumbency will save him if he does the needful. No one can match him. He will come out victorious. He must take everything serious. He must be focused. There are some groups that want to ease him out. Yes, those are the groups we're talking about. He must not relent because they want to form coalition to get him out at all cost. He must work and he must listen to every correction. Failure to do this might lead to jeopardy for him. Well, he continued by saying it would be recalled that primate Elijah Ayodele remains the only prophet who predicted the outcome of Edo State primary election long before it took place. Okay, he predicted the easing out of Obaseki, his victory at PDP, the ousting of Adams Oshiomhole as APC national chairman, to mention a few. Now all seems not to be well with the governor Oluwarotimi Akinredolu-led government in Ondo State following the threat by workers to embark on strike. The civil servants, in a letter addressed to the governor, gave him 5 days ultimatum to shut down the state if their demands were not met. News reports gathered that the workers across the 18 local government areas of the state are demanding for the payment of their outstanding salaries, leave bonuses, among other entitlements pending over the years. The workers under the Joint Negotiating Council (JNC), in a letter dated 10th July 2020, gave Akinredolu till Wednesday 15th July 2020 to call for negotiations or they will down tool. Okay, the agitation was contained in a letter to the governor and jointly signed by the state chairman of JNC, Comrade Oluwaniyi Fubomi, and the state secretary, Comrade Kehinde Olamiye. Okay, JNC is an umbrella body of all the labor unions in the public service and comprises affiliates of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and Trade Union Congress. Well, a lot are happening so far in Ondo State. Well, this time around, I think the governor needs to be focused. Well,
I pray that there shouldn't be any form of distraction at this time around. Well, that is it, my people. Let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.